Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial on how to register for the Praxis Core writing exam as part of our admission requirement towards our Post Baccalaureate Certificate in Special Education. So what you see on the screen is what you will see after you go ahead and register. The basic website to go to will be www.ets.org, and then you can just say register. If you don't already have an account, just make a new one. If you already had one, you can log in, or if you can't remember, just go ahead and create a new account. But basically, after you complete some of that personal information, you'll get to this, and it'll say search and select tests. So don't worry about going to this because it's just trying to show you what tests you need. We're just looking at the Praxis Core writing exam. And so what you're going to want to do is choose Hawaii as your certifying state, and then the agency is the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board. So go ahead and choose that first one and push search. Then you're going to see a list of all the different tests that are offered. And so what you're going to do is come down to the core, and you'll see here that there's actually two. So Core Academic Skills for Educators Writing. The 5722 is the older version because they just came out with this new version, which is the 5723. Now for fall 2020 admissions, either one of these scores will count. They're both still going to be good. So if you already took the 5722, no problem. Go ahead and submit those scores. But what I recommend is if you have not yet taken the exam, I'm actually going to recommend that you go ahead and take the new version, just so you don't run into any problems down the road. If you ever needed to use those scores again, then you'll know that these ones will be valid. So I would just recommend go ahead and register for the Core Academic Skills for Educators Writing 5723, which will be 150 minutes long. So what you do is after you've chosen that, you go down and you push continue. Now later on, when you're actually going into the second year of your program, you're gonna take the Praxis 2 in either mild moderate, if you've chosen that specialization, or you're going to do the severe profound, which is the same as our severe and autism emphasis. But don't register for that now because our coursework in the program is going to prepare you for these. So you don't need it, but just keep that in mind that that's what you're going to do when you're going into your second year. So for now, all you need to do is take the Core Academic Skills for Educators Writing. So go ahead and push continue. And then schedule your computer test, okay? Because it's all computer-based now. So now we're gonna look for the test center. So you can either put your zip code or you can just look up Hawaii. So you just choose Hawaii as the state and choose search. And these are all the different test centers that are available in Hawaii. You'll notice University of Hawaii has two, the Hilo campus has two kind of sections. This one is no longer working, so make sure you choose this one if you're in Hilo or Kona. If you're on the Big Island, then definitely register under University of Hawaii Hilo, this first one. Or if you're on Oahu, you can look at the Brigham Young option. Manoa has one on campus, a test center on campus. There's also one at Wayland Baptist in Kapolei, Bishop Street in Honolulu. So if you're on Oahu, you have a couple different test centers. You can go back and forth, so you could choose one, push continue, look at the available dates, and then if none of that works for you, you can come back and check out a different center, because based on the center, they're going to have different days of the week that they use. And I know some centers will even offer Saturday options. So you can kind of play around and see if one is going to be the best for you. If you're on Maui, you're going to take the test at the UH Maui College. And if you're in Kauai, you're going to take the test at Kauai Community College. If you are on Molokai or Lanai, then there is no test center on those islands. So you need to contact us or contact ETS, because there's actually kind of like a reimbursement for you to fly over and take it at one of these other centers. So if that's the case, just contact us and we'll see how we can accommodate you. But basically, so you want to choose a test center. I'm just going to go ahead and choose Kauai Community College for the demo, push continue. And then what you'll see is you'll see certain dates have a dark blue blocks, and that is the test days that are available. And so what you want to do is you'll want to choose one, and then over here we'll give you the time that that test is being offered. So for example, in Kauai on November 5th, they're going to have a 1 p.m. And you can kind of browse around. So here in December on the 5th, it's at 8:30 a.m. And so you just kind of want to look around and select one that's going to work for you. And the test is going to cost $90. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to register for that one. And then you would choose your time, so 8:30. And push continue. And then you're going to get here and it's just going to ask you to confirm. And then basically what will happen is once I push confirm, it'll ask for payment. And stuff like that. But that's basically how you register. And so if you don't see a test date that's available for you, just contact us, let us know so we can try to troubleshoot. But otherwise, it's always best practice to go ahead and register as soon as you can. And then if you need time to kind of prep or study, then just choose a later test date. But I wouldn't wait until you're technically ready to take the test to register, because the seats could be filled up by then, and you don't want to run into that issue where you're getting really close to the deadline and there's no test dates available. So I highly recommend that you go in now and just register, and then you can have whatever time in between to kind of prepare for it. But yeah, so if you run into any other problems or if you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at spedinfo@hawaii.edu. Thank you.